We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
All right. Well, that was pretty fucking lame. Or I guess maybe I need more practice at it. But at least you didn't see our ugly mugs doing shit while the intro was playing.
No doubt.
Well, guys, it's Saturday night. We're straying from our normal Sunday, but not really, because we're giving you guys a twofer this weekend. We're hitting you up in the nighttime, and then we're rolling over and doing it again once in the morning. We are doing the women's 10-ball event from Rome, Italy. We're going to recap that tonight, and then tomorrow, once everything is finalized, we'll be back at our normal time to do the Florida Open recap, which we were just talking about backstage in the green room area, shaping up to be a hell of an event. We already we're less criticizing Matchroom, for this event. So that's obviously a good thing, which means that the pool is doing the talking. So what's up, you guys? You guys ready to do some women's 10-ball?
Let's get to it.
Oh, man.
They looked like they were having a good time. I seen all the girls dressed up. Even Kelly Fisher, man, she was looking great. They were all in a dress, hanging out, buying Italian fashions or whatever the hell you do there.
You put a bunch of women in Rome, like what? Like,
yeah,
my God.
I'll tell you, Predator had
pizza,
a nice
drink espresso.
Predator had a nice post celebration.
Yeah,
it was like a whole big party. They had a violinist there and everything. And
well, I don't know why I need a violinist. I'm pretty sure Savannah East can play the violin as well.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that girl's a friggin' savant. I swear. Did you catch the clip of her playing Frankie Valli in the lobby bar on the piano?
No.
Dude, absolutely unbelievable. She's playing Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, Frankie Valli on a piano that's just chilling in the lobby of the hotel, of the venue. And she's just absolutely crushing. So she plays the guitar, she plays the piano, she plays jam up, next level pool. Girl's amazing.
Yeah, and then she plays hockey, so obviously she could skate and shoot and unbelievable.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, I was watching the movie Twins last night, and they were talking about how they made Arnold Schwarzenegger in a lab. they must have did the same thing to her. They got a bunch of fathers. No offense to her father or anything, but they dug up some Einstein and
recycled pool players.
Yeah, some Willie Mosconi cells left over. All right, you guys. So you want to get into the women's event first? Actually, I should say the singles event. We had a little fun. We each picked a couple teams for the doubles event. So
I never win anything ever.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, let's go with the singles. That's good. Yeah.
Let me see here. I got a bunch of notes here. What a good chunk of change these girls made. 55 grand went to first place. Margaret took home 55 grand. 33 for second place. Third through fourth got 16 grand. Fifth through eighth, 82.50. 9 through 16th, 41.25. 17 through 24 took home 16.25. And then Emily Duddy owed $80 when it was all said and done.
But
yeah. So I don't think we need to cover everything in here. I just got some highlights written down. Did you guys watch any of this, or you just pick and choose matches?
I watched more of the doubles than I did the singles. I did scroll back through and watch some of the finals match.
I watched a whole bunch of it.
That time difference was just brutal for me.
that set up here? Yeah, it was. I'm obviously, a day sleeper, so I was able to, have it on while I played. Obviously, I got a couple screens in my pool room here, so I had a little bit of it on. Mostly ignored a lot of it, but there was quite a bit that I watched on all of this. Obviously, we'll break down a couple of the matches. I want to do semifinals and finals mostly, but just a couple highlights. I had some players that I marked as trending upwards, and then some downwards, and some that are just right on point for me. Soa, she's won this event a couple times. Obviously, this is her type of thing, with the innings and everything. But what a great tournament she had. I mean, she didn't even lose until she got to the semis, and she got beat by Cheska. Looks like she just ran out of gas. But man, the whole way, knocked off Sophia, knocked off Rubel, and knocked off Weiwei to beat Meite in the first round. So great tournament for Soa. And then the other way, I had a bunch of players that look. I love everybody. I don't want to disrespect, but we are doing a recap show, and these are players that I do think highly of, that just seem to be like they're trending down for me. Like obviously, like April Larson, 2 and done.
Yeah,
she's out of there. Britt Bryant, she was 1 and 2. Another quick exit. Same with Kelly Fisher. Is Hayball?
That's a little surprising.
Yeah, but I mean it's been like that a lot lately. We talk about Christina only because we think so highly of her, and she's that type of A-level caliber player. But if we're thinking that highly of Christina, what do we think of Kelly Fisher? Is Hayball affecting that much of her rotation game to where it's looking like she's 2 different players?
It could be, and it could just be age just finally getting there as well.
Yeah.
It has to catch up at some point.
Nobody ever wants to say it until we got to say it. But yeah, right. I mean that's obviously a factor. It is getting there. She's no spring chicken anymore. She does look great. She is at every event.
Man, it looks like she lost a lot of weight as well.
She did actually. Yeah, she lost a lot.
Yeah, good for her. That's hard. The older you get to lose weight, the harder it gets. It's just harder and harder. So yeah, good on her.
Yeah, not for me though, because I'm made of all the best genetics in the world, just like Savannah.
Yeah.
Well, so you talked on April Larson. I give her a little bit of a pass because she hasn't been home in like over a month.
Yeah.
So she left like a month ago. I think she said she's going to be gone for like 2 or 3 months. She was in Indonesia. She was all over the place, and then had to get to Rome to play in this event. So I sort of give her a pass because of how well she's been doing in the Hayball.
Yeah.
For me, the one standout for me, for somebody besides Kelly Fisher going out, there's actually 2. Pearl Chang, 0-2, who was a very good top player, and Kaylee McIntosh for the U.S. She went out.
I had her too.
She went out pretty quickly. And also, I think Han Yu went out, round 4, which is unlike Han Yu. She's usually out as the winner, but she lost to Soa, who knocked her out of the tournament. So, I mean, they're like dead even.
Yeah. That's you run into a buzzsaw like that, you really got no choice. In that same vein, Frank, I had Pia on there also. Another quick showing for her. Man, I no disrespect to the killer, man, but she was looking good. She was posting those pictures of her in the dress, man. She looking outstanding. You really don't see it because she's always, tucked in, laced out with Predator stuff and all that. But she's a stunner, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, but she also lost to Cheska to get knocked to, so it's
right. That's
no shame in losing to Cheska.
Yeah, I mean, it's a world championship. Sometimes it's just your number. You're just going to lose it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the talent, it's just the talent in this tournament was crazy.
there are certain times in pool tournaments it's just your time to die, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just going to die, and so be it.
Yeah, I liked. Obviously, we talked about Savannah. She first 3 rounds she was 2-0, and then she went out to Cheska in the round of 16. Same thing with Christina. Christina had a great tournament. I thought. She went out in the round of 16, but her only loss was to Savannah, which was a great match. That was one of the ones I watched. One person who I was utterly impressed with, Sophia Mast.
Absolutely.
She beat Silvana Liu, Rubelin, before finally losing to Soso. But Soso had an even better tournament. But Sophia Mast is somebody we were talking about. We had her on
2
kind of
weeks
like
ago.
the same. Yeah, exactly. We kind of had her on like the same plane as Savannah. We were saying we wanted to see more from her. Here you go. Here's
you come and you beat Rubelin. Like that's upper echelon stuff. When you're beating Rubelin at 10 ball, you've pretty much arrived.
Yeah, Ruby's tough to beat.
Yeah, but what can we say about the star of the show who absolutely stole this event for me? And last time we seen Margaret, it's funny. I even had a note when she was in the finals, and she won the first 2 rounds, and then she lost the first 2 rounds, and I was like, man, this is typical Margaret Steyer. She flies through these events, and then she gets caught up or something. Whether it's the semis or the finals, it just seems like she was puttering out towards the end. But not this one, man. She went through this event like a hot knife through butter, man. She kicked everybody's ass. There was a comment that I noticed in the chat with all the 950 Fargos, and it made me chuckle that I had to write it down. The comment said, "Finally, a Steyer that doesn't dog the money ball."
Zing.
I'm going to go off on a slight tangent for 1 second. I'm so sick of the people jumping on Tyler's shit. We'll talk about that tomorrow night. Remember that for tomorrow night.
Yeah, we got plenty to go there tomorrow night.
We're Americans. Obviously, you're a little bit more connected to them.
Yeah,
we want the best for him and everything like that. So it's kind of a little bit less funny to us, but it's just typical chat room banter and.
Well, I mean, and it's going to be that way. Even it's not even chat room banter. What was it? The 2023 Moscone Cup. Every time Alvin got down on the ball, it was Jasmine's better. So, I mean, this stuff happens, right? Like, it's what we do. We do rip on people and rag on them a little bit.
It's locker room ball breaking. It's like you get pissed off in the moment, but after that, you're like, I had a backwards hat on a few years ago. And I was wearing like a Knicks jersey or a Mets jersey, and some guy comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, Turtle, Turtle from Entourage, the character played by Jerry Frey." I was so fucking pissed, but as the day got on, it made me laugh so hard.
So I know how hard Margaret's been training for this tournament. She, between the drills that she's been doing, the practice sessions that she's been doing, I know how bad she wanted this. And for me, for the past 2 years, I always believed that she was on that cusp of being elite.
Great, yeah.
And it was just she needed to jump over the hurdle. And last year she won the WPBA Colorado. And then I didn't think she was over the hurdle yet. But when she won the WPBA Racks event this year in New York, where she double dipped Rubelin in the tournament, that's when I felt that she finally crossed over that hurdle and got rid of those mental blocks, I think, that were keeping her from achieving greatness.
Right.
And then, she lost to Wei at Soaring Eagle, but she was playing her ass off that entire event. I actually edited all of her videos for that event, so I was just watching her just crush people. 8-3, 8-4. Yeah. I think she beat Pia 8-4, something like that. She was just hitting the ball the way that she knew how to hit the ball, like, perfectly. And even in this event, she beat Rita twice.
Which is
778 Fargo, something like that, 772. Beating someone of that caliber twice in the same tournament is
who has 2 wins this year. Yeah.
And if Jessica would have came back and won 3 straight sets, we couldn't. I don't think any of us would have batted an eye. It's Jessica,
right?
And like once she started getting rolling, it's like, oh, here we go. Like this shit's gonna happen now. Like, and I just remember I was watching it. My wife and I were texting back and forth, and I actually got in trouble at work because when she won, I was so loud in my office, and somebody came in and was like, "Oh, you want to keep it down a little bit?" Like, but I'm incredibly happy for her, incredibly proud. I tell you, we were talking over text earlier today, and I told her, I said, "You have to introduce yourself now as the world champion, Margaret Pfeffalo."
Yeah.
You only get a year to do it. So
I had I'm looking at it, the other side of my pool room here. I had these. It was the future and then next and present stars. It was Jen Beretta, and then Christina was next in line, and then there was Margaret on there. When she was with Predator, Jen Beretta obviously was number 1 before she retired.
Yeah.
Christina, she's excelled. She's got those wins under her belt now. She's deemed of as the upper echelon player. But we were just waiting for Margaret to jump on board, and then you see her get the gig with Viking and Triple 60. You're like, okay, here she goes. She's being recognized as that talent. Let's see some of the output now. And obviously, you said she won last year, and it still wasn't enough. But I think now this is there's nothing left.
In my
she's
opinion,
got to continue it. She's got to stay at that level.
Yeah,
but,
she can't fall off the horse. But yeah, I definitely think she's in the elite status now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Predator feels having to write $85,000 in checks to players that they dropped.
I think somewhere there's an account that goes, "This works." I really do. I don't think they're mad about that at all. I think they're completely content. Yeah, I really do. I think Predator has a different picture in mind, and it's not writing players sponsor checks.
When you make out to sponsor every one of those people, I mean, they're even sponsoring like 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
If you put all these lines in the water, not all of them are going to catch a fish.
Yeah.
So they bring it on themselves.
Karim on his interview, I don't know if any of you all caught it on their Instagram page, but he had a few interesting things to say. And one of them was that they are looking outward for sponsors, and they've been in touch, and they're working on stuff from non-pool companies to be sponsors of their events.
I don't hate it that they're not sponsoring a lot of players.
Yeah.
Because that means that there's freed up money to put it into their production.
Yeah.
Correct. And I think that's what it is. Another thing he said was their viewership has increased over the last 18 months by 3 times.
Yes, it has. I have actually been following their numbers, and their numbers have exponentially grown.
And you triple your numbers in an 18-month period on viewership, then you're doing something right.
Look at the sponsor for this event, Fujifilm.
Yeah.
Who's ever seen Fujifilm in a pool thing before
right.
now? So obviously they're going outside the box. They're bringing in all these other ones. What was this Italian one? This Italian
and they had Samsung before they had Fujifilm.
Uncle Del Fucino. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they had Samsung before. And shout out to whoever's doing their graphics too. It's not AI bullshit. It's actual real graphics being done. I like it.
Yeah. And one of the other things that they do that other companies don't do is they have more commentary than just on the main table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a major thing for me. I love that. That is one of the best things they do is you can click on table 2 and get commentary, and it's such a nice thing.
They kind of stick to that theme like the NFL does, like Burkhart and Greg Olson. They have Mark White and Tim DeRuyter. And they have their little teams. I like that.
Maybe Frank Miletti in the future. We've been discussing.
Is this post Vice City? They caught the fever or what?
I had a friend of mine put a word in for me, and there's some talks that are being done.
Nice.
So you'll officially be a real commentator then.
Maybe.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
You're gonna have to start doing what's in my bag videos with all the players now.
It's in the bag, Shag.
Oh man.
All right, let's just buzz through the 16, and then I have notes. I want to talk about the semifinals with Rita, and then a little bit of the finals with Cheska, and then we'll go into the doubles. Obviously, Sosoa 3-1 over Sophia Mast. Good on Sophia for getting there. I like to see that. Rubelin 3-1 over Yuki Hiraguchi. Chidahiro Harakawa over Samiya Konishi. Cheska 3-1 over Savannah. That was a good match. Rita 3-0 over Shi Tianki. Xia Lu, somebody I always keep an eye on. I think she's a good player. 3-0 over Siming Chen. I love Siming Chen. I wish we got to see a lot more of her.
That's surprising, seeing Siming go down 3 sets in a row.
Yeah. I don't know. I know she's active, but I don't know like if rotation is even her game anymore. She used to be so good. She beats Shane Van Boning in those exhibitions they used to do.
Yeah, she plays. She's a gambler over there.
Oh yeah.
She gets in money action and everything. Yeah.
Margaret 3-1 over Jasmine Ocean. Good match. Solid win for Margaret. Obviously, Jasmine Ocean. She's the defending, or she won the last Predator women's event?
I think it wasn't the 10 ball though.
No, she won her. It was her first. It was her first Predator event to win.
Right. Whatever the last event was.
I think it was the last one or the one before that she won. I don't remember exactly what it was, but yeah.
Chiahua Chen 3-2 over Christina to catch. 5 sets in that one. That was a banger.
Yeah, it's actually surprising seeing Amber beat Christina, because Christina's had her number a few times in WPBA matches.
These innings will. I like that it's different, but it's either it's close or somebody's getting blanked.
Yeah,
it's just the way the breaks fall and the way they interchange after every inning, it can really play havoc on somebody.
I still hate it for a world championship.
Yeah,
I like Predator doing something different for their random events throughout the year. Fine, but for your world championships, I think it should be a straight race and just get it done and get it going. That's just my opinion. That it's not going to change. Predator has doubled down on it. They're sticking with it. It is what it is. But I think for world championships, it should be a little different.
They have to be different. The other product is doing the race.
Yeah,
they have to keep their difference and stick with it. I mean, I understand it. Obviously, I just like you. I don't like it, but I get it. Quarterfinal round of 8. Sosoa 3-0 over Rubelin. Big win for Sosoa there. Cheska 3-1 over Chihiro Kawahawa. Rita 3-0 over Xia Lu. Good win for Rita there. And then another 5-set banger for Margaret here. 3-2 over Chiahua Chen. It's this is where it's like she was getting easier wins. She had a little speed bump with Jasmine. Now she's dogfighting to get into the semifinals. And if you're gonna win a championship, you're gonna have those odd matches to where you really got to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Amber Chen to me is the most surprising pool player. You could kind of tell somebody can play pool a little bit. You look at Amber; she looks like somebody's just going to babysit your kids, and the next thing you know, she's on the table running out on you. She just looks so like a hidden gem. Like if she came to the U.S. and just followed me around for like a month, we can make so much money. Because nobody would look at her and think she's a pool player because she's just so little and petite and quiet, and then she gets up and breaks it like 19 miles an hour and just crushes the rack.
And worst case scenario, you would drink for free at every bar in America
Absolutely.
for the night.
She's
like,
so
you would
goddamn
never,
good.
you would never pay for a drink. It'd be amazing.
She's another one that I think is close to that upper. Like right now, I'd put her as like when I say a B level player, I don't mean like a a 500. I mean, like if you take all the
Right.
700s, I put her as like a B level 700. She's close to getting to that A level. It's just she hasn't gotten there yet.
Well, you can be her fast Eddie. Take her around. Two brothers and was it Two Brothers and a Stranger?
Two Brothers and a Stranger.
All right, semifinals. This is where I caught every second of these matches. This is where it started to get good, and they were on it a little bit normal time. Cheska ended Sosoa's run. Cheska 3-0 in that one. Margaret 3-0 over Rita. This was like she's asserting her dominance at this point. She got over her hurdles. Boom. This was one she came from 2 behind in every inning. Even though she won in straight sets, she was down 2-0 to start every inning, and she battled back from every one of them. And even though she was down 2-0, it was like the way she was playing. When she got her chance back, it was like nothing was ever in doubt. She never played out of line or out of sync at all. Her safeties were money. Her kicks were money. It was really. I was even questioning my point. I was like, "Is this Margaret? I know she's great, but it was like she was playing out of her mind at this point."
In the Sosoa match, did she miss a 10 ball to win a set?
You're talking about Sosoa against Cheska?
Yeah, I only caught a little bit of that match. Unfortunately, I might go back and just watch it just to see it. But did she miss a 10 ball in like set 2 to win the set?
No, I mean she went down 3-0. She got her ass whooped.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the second set, in sets 2 and 3, she lost 4-3. She lost on the hill both sets.
4-3, yeah.
I thought she missed a 10 ball on the second set to tie it up. I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that one.
So that brings us to the finals. Margaret versus Cheska. I was talking about this earlier. Cheska wins the first game, and then Margaret goes nuts. She wins 8 in a row. She's up 2-0, and then the complete opposite happens. Margaret wins the first game, and then Cheska rattles off 8 in a row. And at this point, you're like, man, this has been her thing lately. I know she had the ankle injury. I don't know if she's still dealing with that. But it started to come back. And Frank said it before, it's Cheska. Do you really blame anybody if they lose in 5 sets to her? But the way Margaret was playing in the semis and then back to this, you started to think like, okay, she's letting the rope go. This is either she's running out of gas, maybe the foot's bothering her. I don't know, but here it is. Cheska's pulling the rope back, and it's over with. But in true Margaret fashion, from what we've seen in the quarters, she fought back. Nothing was ever in doubt. She never played desperate. She stuck to her safety game, even when they were having safety battles. Her kicks were flawless. And if, for somebody who hates jump cues, that's refreshing as fuck for me to see her somebody's kick game on point. So I gotta think, that's obviously her and her husband. They look at everything so fundamentally sound.
She watches game tape.
Yeah,
she studies
shows
her matches and she watches game tape. One thing I do want to point out though is Cheska helped her out a little bit in some of those matches. Cheska missed some uncharacteristic shots because she's got 3 speeds. She's got the flash speed where she just goes into just robot mode and just beats the shit out of you. Then she has this speed where it's like she's a little timid. She kind of slows down a little bit. And then the other one's sort of like an anger speed. Like you can see her where she's going fast, but she's not giving the ball its respect.
Right.
And this happened, especially in the second set. After Margaret won the first set, the second set, I remember Cheska missing a 5 ball that was about 18 inches from the pocket. And even the announcers were kind of not getting on her, but like, oh, yeah, Cheska kind of rushed that one a little bit.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she just was not settled in, like, because she's won a World 10 Ball championship.
Yep.
She's actually, if she wins the 9 Ball, she'll be the first Triple Crown winner. And I wonder if she just she was just a little nervous. Like,
well, I have a clip. It was a bit of a long clip, so I don't have the whole thing. But Margaret's up 3-0. She's on the hill. Cheska has an opportunity to take the rack, and she misses the 5 ball. She didn't dog it. She didn't miss it by a lot. She miscued. So this was at a point where she's just speeding through things, maybe not chalked as well as she should have, and it was a clean miscue because even the announcers go, "Oh, she miscued," because it's a sound. If you're a pool player, you know that you know the sound.
You know the sound.
It's painful.
So here's the clip of Margaret. I don't have the clip of Cheska missing the shot. This is the clip of the last few balls for Margaret and how emotional she is when she finally.
She just broke down. She realized she won, sat down, and broke down. It was amazing.
Focus on the breathing, keep it smooth. Stay low on the shots, but she knows.
Oh, this is great stuff. History.
There's a moment here where
made from Margaret Fefalo-Vestager from Belarus.
A little touchy at this point.
2 balls from the title.
Right about here, every hair on her head probably stood up.
Oh, yeah.
Interview saying she's fully mentally prepared, much better than she's ever been. This 10 ball to seal the deal. Margaret Fefalova, yes, she says she's done
it. That is the first time I've ever seen her celebrate a win.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever seen that. So
on the day.
Glad it's not just me. Okay, good. And just
quick, look at the emotion. The tears now come because she knows she's worked her whole career for this.
Yeah, I mean,
she's
just
finally
worked her
done
ass
it.
off.
Right at this point, I'm actually in the middle of
She's on
texting her.
top of the world, and I'm so happy for her, as I'm sure my fellow commentator Tim Dedeiter is as well. Guys,
I don't,
stay tuned.
I'm like I said, I'm incredibly proud of her. I don't know anybody who puts in more work than she does. I mean, her regiment. She gets up every day at the same time. She works out every single day. She eats right.
Yep.
She plays. She practices. And I say this in a good way. She legit acts like a pro athlete with training and everything. And even in tournaments, it's bed at a certain point. She doesn't drink. She doesn't miseat food. She eats carbs a certain way. She eats protein a certain way. She legit approaches the sport as an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And if there was another 20 Margarets in pool would be in a much better place.
So, other than Tyler, would you say the one of the only other people that probably approaches pool the same way would be Jasmine and Albin? Federer as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Federer, Jasmine, Albin.
Definitely
Tyler,
Federer, Jasmine, Albin. You look at some of the players though, like Raymond Linares is another one. Raymond,
very similar. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a workout regimen and he hits everything the same way. It gets his mind right. He does mental workouts before matches. And there's something to say about that. When you look at the players that do that, success follows them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's only a matter of time to everybody else is going to start to copy that.
Yeah, and it already. I think it's catching on. And it's getting there a little bit quicker and quicker. And over the next 2 to 3 years, it's really gonna.
They haven't reached Earl level where they do 6,000 sit-ups and 63 miles a day before lunchtime, but they still.
Well, they're not all the greatest in the world, so they can't be there.
But I know a lot of the women. Christina Zlatova is another one. She
the Slayer.
Yeah, she works out and she eats right, and she before a match she does certain things. it seems like a lot of the women are embracing it more than the men, or at least
of
the
course.
men are not as open about their pregame rituals as the women are.
I think it will start to come on the men's side.
Yeah.
A little bit more. It'll probably come from the Euros before it comes from the American side, because the gambling aspect of pool in America, I don't think is as conducive to that.
And I also think the girls are more friendly than the men are. You know, like the men go out to eat, they'll hang out, but they don't go out in large groups of like 10 or 12 like the girls do.
Right.
Well, we still want to cut each other's throats off at the end of the day.
True. Well, I mean, listen, these girls are competitive. I've seen them, you know, from being part of WPBA. I've seen them be a little catty towards each other. But yeah, they generally all kind of enjoy being around each other. Where some of the men just can't stand each other.
Nope. Not at all.
I never seen a hug line form like the way it did after Margaret won. You know, Brittany Bryant was back there leading the charge of the hug line. Yeah, I've never seen Josh Filler, you know, win a match and then go over to Fedor and SVB and, you know, give him a big embrace.
Yeah, there is a difference there. It's just that you're never going to see
unless you're Beato and Feather.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that hug that he gave away at the World Championship?
Oh, there was the one with Jason Shaw at the Mosconi Cup where there was a rogue finger.
He grabbed his ass. Nothing wrong with grabbing a man's ass if you win a championship.
Yeah. It's the only time it's accepted.
Yep.
All right, so good on Margaret. $55,000. That's she's now the lone breadwinner in the house. She's got to be.
It's a good thing she doesn't have a USA flag next to her name. Otherwise, you know, hey.
Yeah, she was. This was very.
We could be making talks, you know.
I thought she was in the works to become a citizen. She was like very pro Belarus this week.
Oh yeah,
but she's in. It works to be a citizen, but so they just lifted the Belarus. They just the WPA and everything just lifted those restrictions that were put on years ago of Russia not being able to play. So if you remember, Christina and Alexandra Feder, a couple of Russian players had to go to the AIN, the neutral flag, or they wouldn't be able to play in some of the events. And Belarus is one of those countries, and they just lifted those restrictions not too long ago, so she was able to fly her flag again.
And for the record, the IIHF has still not lifted those sanctions or bans. So, fucking rules. Sorry.
All right, you guys, you want to talk about this doubles tournament?
Man,
I don't think Jeff does, but
so what did we?
I cannot believe that they got through the finals. They weren't supposed to make. Man, I got hosed in the semis. Man, they were done, and I just got hosed.
To let everybody know, it was a couple weeks ago. We each picked three. There's 16 teams in this doubles event. This Jill doubles event. We each picked three teams, and I wasn't. Refresh me on what the terms was.
I was drunk. I don't remember.
Jeff and I had a Jack Daniels bet.
Okay, there we go. Great. So I got it. Great.
If I won,
I'm gonna have to have a second check bag to come to the Mosconi Cup to carry your liquor with me.
Yeah, if I won, it was a bottle of Jack. If he won, it was a bottle of Angel's Envy. Well,
no, I already owed you that. That was from the Bergman and
that's right, the Bergman cousins. That's right.
Cousins. I don't know what we decided on for this thing.
I thought we doubled down on it.
I think we did. Okay, that's fine. It works for me. Good enough.
So, do I owe anybody anything, or was this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Watch the episode.
Yeah, you're probably free rolling.
All right. I'm the host. I got to be impartial.
There you go.
All right. Should we? Let's go over the teams. So the teams Frank had, he had Cheska and Rubelin, Rita and Christina, Shashalu and Hanyu. Jeff had Sosoa and Savannah, Maite and Soledad, and he also had Kelly Fisher and Wei Zhu Chen. I had Siming Chen, Zhao Fang Fu, Pia and Jasmine, and Bean Hung and the Slayer. So let me see. Do we want to pick this up from anywhere, or should we just get in from like the quarters?
Rob, when did you lose? Rob, when did you lose all your teams? The first round, or?
Let's see here.
No, so he lost Kelly Fisher. You had Kelly Fisher way, right?
I had Pia and Jasmine get to the quarters.
Okay.
Yeah, Zlatova and Bean Hung, they won losers round 1.
Yeah, so my two teams, I had two teams that went out in the round before the quarters, the loser qualification. Yeah, so I had Pia and Jasmine get to the quarters. That's about as high as my teams got. And then you each had a team into the semis that both won. So both you guys had a team that reached the finals.
Yeah, I had a team. So Rita and Christina knocked out my other team of Han and Sasha. So here's the funny part. You go back and you look at losers round 1. Brittany Bryant and Margaret Steyer go 2 and out.
Yeah.
And then Margaret would snap off the symbol.
That was how it was. We were always looking at when Justin Bergman and that Zhao Fang Fu made the finals, and then she didn't do very well in the women's events. It's either one or the other.
Which was surprising to me because Brittany plays well, and I thought
She
Margaret
really
and her would have gelled very well together.
Yeah, I had two teams in this that Rita and Christina, they lost early to Sosoa and Savannah, and then they won everything else. They avenged that loss in the finals, and then on the flip of the coin, Sosoa and Savannah, they were undefeated till the finals. So both of these teams really stood out for me. It's such a crapshoot with this. The teams that you would think would have the best communication don't.
Sometimes playing Scotch doubles, the best communication is to just shut up and shoot.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I did not like though that the races were only raced to 3.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know,
but they wanted to get it done and over with as a sideshow.
Theoretically, can miss one shot and lose the set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no rhythm. You got to start off banging.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think the fans would have been happier races to 4.
Yeah,
versus races to 3.
One thing I was looking at in this event was the crowd up until the semifinal and the final on both sides.
Dead.
Man, absolutely dead. I didn't see anybody in there. I felt
it's
so
like
bad
that
for
at
them.
every Predator event, though.
Yep.
And it's sort of like that at the Matchroom event.
Except for St. Louis. That was the only one because
St. Louis had a lot of people, yeah.
St. Louis just was different. Yeah. But, yeah, for the most part, that's the way it is. Even the U.S. Opens are that way. I mean, there's just no one there.
Monday and Tuesday in the U.S. Open is dead day.
Yeah.
You know, when you have these events during the day,
in the middle of the week,
pool's not at that level yet where someone's going to take off.
Right.
Like it's not like a World Cup game where it's like, dude, I'm taking the whole day off and tomorrow because I'm going to be drunk and need to sober up. It hasn't reached that level yet. There's only a few of us that really kind of take those days off to be at a tournament or be at an event, cover it or whatever.
Yep.
And I just don't think it's there yet. I'd like to see it there one day, but just right now, I don't think it's there. You're going to get the diehard, but you're not going to get the casual fan that's going to take off.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, you start thinking, you go, man, is this really a good location for this? You know, is Rome really a pool hotspot? And you start to process these things until it gets to the last day, and you're like, man, these people are really showing out for these girls. And
I'd be curious to. I would be curious to have a conversation with somebody at Predator to figure out why they pick the locations that they do. I don't dislike the locations. I'm just curious on why they go to Rome and then they go to San Antonio, and then like I know they're doing 3 events in the U.S. this year. They're trying to piggyback off Moscone with the Florida event at the end of the year.
With the All-Star Jacksonville
yeah,
event.
and then they're going to try to piggyback off the U.S. Open with the San Antonio event. And then, but I like some of their locations. I'm just curious on why they picked them. I wonder if WPA has anything to do with that. Could it be? The other thing I'm thinking is if you look at the locations, those locations are also big Olympic locations. And I wonder if there's any kind of
trying to show you what it could be.
I think the other thing is they are good travel destinations as a general whole.
Oh yeah.
So I think
if I go to a tournament in Rome and get the shit beat out of me first 2 days, I'm probably not going to be angry about it.
I think that's a lot of also what goes into Predator's mindset is, hey, these guys are traveling around the world following on tour. Let's give them a place they want to go in a season they want to go there to let them enjoy the experience of being outside their normal country.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. And it's the same deal as Matchroom on you have to stay at the event hotel and we get the place for free, I imagine. I imagine it's a very similar
It could be, but the girls were telling me that they got fantastic deals at the hotel that they're staying at, and it was just they said it was like a once in a lifetime type stay. That the place was just immaculate, and
I think that's what Predator does with it is they make it to where it is an enjoyable experience that you want to come back.
I don't know the exact pricing, but I know somewhere around player pricing for San Antonio was like $89 a night or something.
So per Pinozo, I believe this was about $400 a night from what he said.
What's that, at Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
fine. If you're in a 5-star upscale hotel, 400 a night's nothing.
But I know a lot of the girls were partnering up and rooming, so 200 a night's not terrible.
No, that's cheap.
Shit, I've stayed in Motel 6s that were $150.
Yeah, I mean, end of the day, $400 a night for an upscale hotel room is really nothing.
I mean, you're going to spend Rome prices in Rome, so it's
right.
$12
you deal with it.
$12 bottles of water.
It's not like you're going to need a rental car there because everybody's on mopeds and shit. My fucking people.
That'd be funny to see all the WPBA chicks riding around Rome on little mopeds.
All right, so that is your doubles event. Obviously, Frank is our winner, our internal winner with Rita and Christina.
I wonder if I can get Christina at the Koch to do some shots with me off that bottle. That must go.
If you do, text me. I'll be over there in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
I'll be there. I'll hold the camera and we'll make it work.
We'll do the intertwined arms.
Yes.
Okay, what else do we got? We got I guess that's it. That's it for us.
Sorry, ignore my facial expressions. I'm just watching pool over here.
Something happened that
nonstop. This match has just been insane. It's been incredibly fluky. It's been a weird match.
What are you talking about? SVB and FSR?
Yeah.
It's 8-5?
Yeah. It's been nonstop. Hilarity and hijinks have just ensued every rack, it seems like.
Look at the Greek freak, Alexander Kazakis, man. Fucking wins.
It's gonna be a good show tomorrow. We've got a lot to recap, a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Have you guys looked at the upcoming women's?
Oh no, sorry.
In Vietnam, the next Predator event.
I've looked at the next Predator event in Vietnam, and
yeah. So it's in Ho Chi Minh City, which is actually that's actually where Duan Quoc lives.
That's gonna be.
It's $90,000 prize fund for the ladies.
Oh shit!
And it's a men's event along with it as well, correct?
There's the men's World 10 Ball is that event.
Yes.
And then there's the Jack and Jill doubles. But then the ladies event,
Saigon Women's 9 Ball.
Now this is the same time frame that Matchroom had issues last year in Vietnam, correct?
I
With
believe
the flooding?
so.
Yeah.
Let me see one
It's
second.
that this has always been they've always been the anti-match room. When everybody
Well,
was
so
flooded.
Matchroom pulled out of Vietnam, and then Predator just jumps in and just takes over, and they're just like going, "Oh, forget the boats. We don't care that they had to take boats to the arena last year. We'll be fine."
So
Well,
it looks like they
seem-
may have worked out their differences because the Saigon event is the 21st to the 25th, and then Matchroom doesn't hit the Philippines
Until October.
October, yeah.
Which it's a shame it's such a large gap in between. If there was a week difference or something in between them, I think it would have worked out much better. Because going there and then flying back for 3 weeks, then it just kind of sucks. But people are going to do it.
And look who they advertise on the poster: SVB, Filler, Yap, Fedor.
Predator is the master of just putting anybody they want on a flyer.
I think I might be on a Predator poster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you played an event for them and you're famous, you're going to end up on their flyers. You're going to get under
somehow. I'm looking at the player list. There's a couple of names that are surprising to me in this event. So Trin Lu, she's under the U.S. flag. Holly Figueroa is another U.S. player. And Edwige Cavana from France, who's mid to lower level WPBA player. Amy Beauchamp is playing. She's does pretty well in the Ultimate Pool events. She
just got bumped down from the number one female player in Europe to the number two.
Yeah,
I think last week she got knocked down. So
yeah, a lot of obviously they're in Asia, so a lot of Asian players. Not a lot of U.S. players. Kennedy Myman's going. Savannah,
Marion
of course.
Jude's in this one.
What's that?
Marion Jude.
Yeah. But I don't see a lot of U.S. players. 25,000 for first. Not terrible. I mean, Vietnam is basically right now the mecca of pool. There's like 400 pool halls or something like that in Vietnam.
And they all have 400 pool tables in them.
Yeah. I actually, my bucket list pool hall to go visit over there is the Perry Pool Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Takan runs that one, and I've talked to him a few times. I'd love to go.
It was a great event last year that they had.
Yeah,
just kind of see what it's like, and it's like 4 stories of pool tables.
It's amazing.
So, do you want to take early picks?
No, not that early. Not that early. Let's give it a little bit of time. We'll get there. We'll do
Let
something.
It simmer. Yeah. Let me run my little banners here. Got this too. Social media channels. This is it's my Instagram, Jeff's Instagram. Don't forget to follow Frank here, BSN Pool. You know what was cool? When we were doing the Vice City recap, I just randomly tagged you. It's like YouTube seems to be adding more and more social media features.
Yeah.
And I tagged you in it, and then it put up the link to the BSN page right under the tag. I've never seen that before, so I'm glad that happened.
So BSN has a restream, so it may have just pulled it from our restream and knew that it was automatically associated.
Oh, whatever it is, I'm glad that it's at least showing that hey, this is your page. Go here if you want to find more about it. Yeah. So, guys, make sure you check out BSN Pool, Frank's YouTube channel.
We actually started. There's a second one now. So the old PA Pro-Am channel that we had, we changed it to. It's now called BSN Backroom. So it's going to be after the tournament's over, we go to the action stuff or the adult shit. It's going to go on the BSN Backroom page.
Nice. Let me see here. Yeah, it was funny. I was up at 7 a.m. playing pool, and I was flipping through YouTube, and I seen that Max was live somewhere in Vegas playing pool, and I'm writing messages on there. I'm like, Max, I see seed oil. Where else we got? Where's the So make sure you check out our buddy here. Don't forget, if you're not a nitwit, you'd have this book, and if you don't have this book, here's how to get it.
What's the QR code? Get a book. Read.
Yeah.
Reading is good for you.
Awaken the master within. Obviously, we check out Max Eberle, Max Eberle, Eberle.com. You can plug into everything Max, all his socials, his training methods, his training videos. You can even train with him personally. Also, Hammer Custom Cues on Facebook, Hammer Cues on Instagram. Don't forget to check them out. We will be back tomorrow at our normal time. We're going to be recapping the Florida Open. Obviously, we all got our little devices up. I got this whole new setup, so I got my pads and everything laid out. So I got scores and multimedia galore all set up and everything here. So we're sweating some of these matches. Once they get done and complete, we're going to be.
And we've already had massive shakeups on the Moscone stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, and with more to come. So plenty more to come in this tournament still. So it's going to be interesting to see where things shake out tomorrow.
Molina Mike is doing a bunch of shows. They were talking Moscone Cup, and I was already geeking out in the chat, like typing a bunch of shit.
I haven't been this hyped for Moscone since, I don't know, last year. But just today alone just made me hyped up for it. So we're going to talk about it tomorrow.
You know,
we'll have some fun.
As much as we want the team to be new and more competitive, I just got the feeling like it's just going to be the same old shit. Like
no, we'll get into it tomorrow. It's going to be
Billy's playing strong. He's a one.
We'll get into. Oh man,
I think Jeff and I are going to have some debates tomorrow.
I don't think we're going to have as much of a debate as you think, but I think we're going to agree a lot more. I think we're going to disagree but agree at the same time.
Okay.
It'll be interesting.
Join us tomorrow. We'll be back at our regularly scheduled time. There's so much. We're all in like pigs and shit right here. There's so much pool going on, and even when we sign off here, we're probably all going to go through YouTube, and there's definitely going to be something on Skinny Bob's and.
I talked to Skinny Bob's today. I might be doing side tables for BSN.
Good. That'll be fun.
Skinny Bob's.
That's fuck, man. Look at what a sick ass event and a good reputation does for Frank. Everybody should be fucking following this model.
Yeah, and then I talked to Derby, and I once it's confirmed, there's going to be some really cool shit with BSN and Derby coming up.
Excellent. Love to hear that.
I'll tell you guys off air, but
yeah, absolutely.
Cool. All right, you guys. We will see you tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern, same bat time, same bat channel. As always,
It'll be good.
Take care. Call me.